Alright, good afternoon, y'all. Hope you're having a beautiful day. It's lovely and stormy here today. So let's get a rainy day message. What's going on? I got three. Could it be come together as a team or a conflict? We got Leo. Hopefully it's a pride, right? New beginnings. So they're coming out into the sun. Ooh, we got a masculine here who's got a secret. Something going on. Three things you can't keep hidden for long: the sun, the moon, and the truth. Alrighty, let's get some past life energy on this. Wisdom, like the unicorn here. Get the difference between being wise and being educated. There's a lot of lessons. This is coming from a past life connection. A lot about learning about how to forgive somebody. We got Greco-Roman. We got orphan. The shadows we're working on. With the orphan card here, this person can deal with some serious abandonment issues, right? They could have dealt with this for many a lifetimes. We focus mainly on these one love connection, but we forget that there's a lot of connections that form us throughout our lives, right? So that's what this is. There's a lot of wisdom about seeing something from somebody else's perspective in order to forgive them for it, right? But you can't forgive somebody unless they learned the lesson, right? It's like, or I don't know. Sometimes I get the energy of sometimes you gotta forgive somebody and let them just go be miserable because there's nothing you're gonna say to them. Like, you can feel bad and you can, like, and I don't want to say feel sorry for them. You can understand why they think the way they do, but at the same time, you can understand that it's a very sad situation that this person is kind of in, but you have to forgive yourself for not, don't, it's not your job to change people's minds on what path they want to be on, right? And forgive them for being on that path. They came here to suffer. That's not your choice, that's their choice, right? They have the option to change these things, all right? Everybody does. I get whatever's going on with this connection has somebody very broken up, very shattered in a bunch of different directions, right? This person feels very bare, right? Right, we got fragmented. We got kind of naked under the stars, right? There's this vulnerability energy here, right? And being confident within your own skin. I get that there's a lot going on with, like, I don't want to say the words because they'll tag me in my videos. You know what I'm saying? It's hard enough with this stupid nonsense. But there's this energy of, yeah, learning to feel good about your body again and being proud of it, but in a positive aspect, right? Like somebody's having a hard time with finding this balance, right? And I get there's a balance between, I'm a firm believer there's a balance between that positivity and health, right? The healthier you are, the better you do feel, right? You get a lot less guilt. Like there's a lot of stuff that comes with shame, right? With the naked before the stars. I got the child I was meant to be. It's about tapping into, I get this tapping into that childlike energy before everything was, before you got so jaded, before you got worried about it all, honestly. I think about that when I think about when I used to do Boy Scouts with my son, and we would do these big dinners every Monday night. We would do like this big potluck dinner with the kids, and they would always go for veggie trays and clementine oranges and apples and things like that before they went, believe it or not, before they went for a lot of the other stuff that was just being served. You know what I'm saying? The pastas and spaghettis and burgers and all the other nonsense and, chicken and whatnot that other people brought. They would always, the fruit and vegetable trays were always cleaned off and they were always picked off by the kids. Right? And there's this energy that I'm getting of, yeah, instincts, listening to your instincts, listening to your body, love and compassion. Have as much love and compassion for yourself as you do for others. Grounding energy here. There's new beginnings getting ready to start. There's something about peace and having some sanctuary and solitude, right? It's an energy of your... I get that you haven't been able to be who you wanted to be for a long time, right? There's an energy of... yeah. I just get the energy of if you're someplace where you're on your own right now, it's a moment for the universe to say, now that no one is around you to tell you what to do, what are you? Who are you? You're completely and 100% in charge of yourself right now. And who are you? And don't lie to yourself, be true to yourself. I get with this cave and sanctuary thing that there's an energy of taking time to journal, to paint, right? The island of solitude is all about, you can see it as a tropical island or you can see it as, you're stranded and stuck. It's up to you, right? There's peace and solitude. Someone might have a hard time with this because it's not easy to adjust to being alone. Definitely some energy about somebody's had to leave the past behind. Let's see what's going on here. Definitely got new beginnings happening. Alright. Someone was really defensive on money, something that they were working towards. I get that it didn't go very well because this is all reversed, right? Something happened here with somebody with money. Someone's in a lot of anxiety and stress. I get that they thought that they were going to get a bunch of money. They had like some sort of plan or like, I don't want to say skills, but it was like some sort of knowledge, some sort of thing that they were going to get away with, some sort of way they were going to get some victory over on somebody, but it didn't work. Whatever it is, it's not working the way they want it to. It's not going the way they want it to. It's like, I don't know, I get the sense that they feel a little vulnerable now. Right? I get that somebody tried to act real clever and they thought they were so smart, but they were not very smart. They were actually very silly people who think that they could just make up rules and the world will adhere to them for them, right? Like they think if they sound like they know what they're talking, this is the kind of person I'm picking up of. That person that sounds like they know what they're talking about, but they really have no idea what they're talking about, right? I'll pick up the energy like somebody. It's like, I don't know. It could be somebody you've known your entire life, and every time they get into some sort of like legal situation or some sort of court situation that they got to deal with, they just like start talking out of their ass, right? And they say ridiculous things like about how they have lawyers that they keep on retain, and you're like, really? What are you, a freaking gangster? No, you've known them your whole life. They've talked about this stuff, and they say it every time. You're like, I've never seen you produce anything that you're talking about. They're like, it's this type of energy that's going on. Like this person thought that just because they sounded like they knew what they were talking about, and they've watched a bunch of reality TV court shows, and I get even they could, if it's a feminine, it's someone who's like pretending to be Elle Woods from Legally Blonde, right? It's ridiculous. Yeah, I get something really weird going on here with this person's energy. It's definitely that. Just a lot of bullshittery. Man, it is thundering outside. We're gonna get the Six of Swords reversed here. This is someone who doesn't evolve. This is just somebody who doesn't evolve at all. This is an old soul contract. This is a toxic soul contract. Could be an ex, somebody that somebody was married to. Yeah, definitely somebody from the past. Alright. Ugh. Ugh. I hate that type of energy, right? Just somebody, I hate somebody who just talks out their butt like they know what the hell they're talking about, and you just, the whole time you're looking at it and you're like, nothing you're saying makes any actual sense. But okay. And you can't say nothing about it because it'll just make it worse, right? They'll just go off the handle, right? Someone has a lot of passion, a lot of fire burning within them right now, right? I got you might be in a hermit mode. You're waiting for the perfect timing, right? Because I got this, right? I like how she's holding like this little, that there. I don't know if it's a lantern, but I saw an hourglass when I saw it. It's like this person's waiting for some sort of perfect timing. They're in hermit mode right now. You're focusing on balancing spirituality and reality, right? There's definitely a lot of changes getting ready to happen for you, right? There's a lot of intuition, preparation, foresight, all being juggled, all working towards a certain direction. I get a warning. I get that you might think you're being lazy, or someone thinks you're being lazy. I think because you're like in this sanctuary mode and you're not telling a lot of people what you're working on, it's coming off as lazy. Right? You're coming off as lazy. I also get, oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh! That's a 3D person. That's a 3D person right there. That 3D person doesn't know what you got going on. They don't know what you do. They're nosy as shit. They can't see what's happening, right? And they're like, you're lazy. They can't see what you're doing, so you're lazy. I got making big moves right now. Someone's working on manifesting, right? Focused on manifesting the reality that they're going for, right? I think the Six of Cups, this person's working on leaving the past behind you, but right, you got this stalker energy. For whatever reason, people are always interested in what the hell you're doing. Why? Because the more you don't tell people what you're doing, the more people pay attention to what you're doing, right? So it makes it really hard to build teams and trust people, right? I get that there's a very few select people that you trust with your ideas, with your dreams. You haven't told a lot of people what your dreams are. I even get that there might just be specifically two people that you've mentioned your dreams to. Maybe three with the Three of Coins here. Oh, yeah, working. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, I get the Queen of Swords energy here, right? It's like you're focused on building. There's a foundation that you've got set up that you're trying to protect and something that you're working on building off of, right? It's got this loving and nurturing energy here with this Queen of Pentacles. I got the Tiger by the tail here with the Strength card. You're more in control of situations than you might realize or that others realize, right? You got this Hangman position. And I get this kind of, yeah, with the Sanctuaries and the Solitudes, it's like, what? It's like, yeah, you appear, yeah, grumble, 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 grumble. Alright, I don't want to give everybody's secrets away, but it's just more of like, whatever situation you're in, you have a totally different perspective on what it is you're doing than what other people think you're doing right now, right? There's only a handful of people that know actually what you're doing. If anybody, it knows fully. There is the Ace of Coins here. Yeah, there's seeds that have been planted on the 3D. There's things that you've done that you're kind of proving yourself. I get to the energy of the Knight of Cups here. Someone does, I think it's the energy is like, someone loves watching you get your balance. It inspires them, right? It inspires them to burden more of their burdens, right? And they send you tons of love for this. Something's inspiring somebody, right? You're inspiring someone to be the best version. They're watching you do it, whatever it is you're doing, is inspiring them to. The High Priestess and the Empress, what you were just like, I mean, there's no other, I think this is the most divine feminine energies that there is, like, right next to each other. It's like, you're magical and mysterious, yet you're this ultimate mother, empress, loving energy, right? I even get this could be two feminines that get along very well, that both emanate this type of energy with this Three of Cups here. I get a lot of victory with this situation. There's something about a Page of Cups, though. I get with these two feminines, someone might have a girl crush in the situation. I get this person kind of accepts this situation for what it is, right? You get this justice and balance with this, right? And the Seven of Staves, right? This person's looking at it from a, yeah, they're understanding, right? It's the type of, well, yeah, but we understand that I get one person might be straight and one person might not be so much. But there's this energy of, like, they understand the situation for what it is. They understand what a healthy boundary is. And they're more focused on, yeah, what can be done as a team, working together. Ten of Cups, right? To support a household. To create a happy house. Got a King of Cups feels left out of the cold in this situation, though. Or is afraid. Oh my goodness. Or is afraid. This is what you're afraid at the top of the hill. It's really grumbly here today. Being afraid of being left out in the cold with this whole situation, right? They feel like they're being left behind. Knight of Coins. They want to make an offer too. Well, they want to make an offer too. What do they want to make an offer about? Emperor, Ace of Swords, Star, Queen of Cups. They're like, I'm your twin flame. I'm sorry, that's so cheesy. It really is. I hate it when people take the twin flame stuff to a toxic place, right? You never should. You never should. Like if your twin, like I said, your twin should be incapable of directly hurting you on purpose. Let me just put it that way. That's a key point. It's a key point. Your twin will never hurt you on purpose. They will never hurt you on purpose. And if they do hurt you, they will apologize for it. Because the only thing because in those connections, the worst thing you can do is hurt the other person because it hurts you in return. So anybody who's dealing with the twin that is hurting you on purpose and saying it's your fault they're hurting you or anything else, that is not what that is. No, that is not. That is some toxic, twisted, messed up narcissist that is using clickbait from the twin flame bullshit chat rooms, like the one that was in that magazine, and spewing it at people to use it as a mind trap. This is not what this connection is, right? This person might come off as a bit of a game player. They're just very strategic about their lives, right? They really want a victory in whatever situation is, right? The guidance here to this Queen of Cups. They see you as a Queen of Cups. I get they love your love the way you love. Get this person may have had some struggles letting go of the past before, and now they're trying to focus on this Two of Cups. They're trying to focus on this soul contract now. I get that they're on the outside of the wall of this, though. There's something about a give and take here, right? I feel like someone might have been giving more than the other in this situation, and there's some sort of defensiveness about this give and take. World here. 44. There's some sort of truth about this connection, right? All right, you get the twins and you got this hand fasting card here. There's something about it. I get that the energy, it could be a lot. It could be a lot. It could be addictive. I get someone could be overindulging in something here. It's a conflict here. Something about this King of Coins causes conflict. Whatever it has to do with their control. Their control. Oh, they gotta give up control. They don't want to give up control. It has something to do with that, right? It has something to do with 44, because that's what I was getting. Like somebody, they might have something that they overindulge in. There's something about the past here, and like the way they've been running things, and there's some sort of hard truth about it, and it causes conflict. Yeah, they have to let go of control. They have to let they have to allow a complete reset of how everything is going, right? It's like whatever you're in control of, whatever routines you have, whatever everything is, it's like the world's not going to adapt to you. It's time for you to adapt to the world. This person fought this or is fighting this. They feel guided towards this, but at the same time, they feel like they had no say over this. It gives them a lot of anxiety. They're like, what? I did not think things would go the way they are. It's like the universe forced me into this situation. I get at times they felt like it's like, yeah, I don't know. They feel like the universe forced them into this situation. They feel like they were trapped or tricked. Someone was lying to themselves. I get this Queen of Swords was kind of watching something that was going on here, right? Because is that the Seven of Swords? Like, she was aware of something that was going on. She knew the truth about some sort of stupid third-party situation. I get that somebody was waiting for something to come in here. Get this Knight of Swords. A lot of watching energy going on here. Yeah, the Knight of Swords is watching the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is overwatching the whole situation, right? Now this Knight of Swords is in hermit mode. He wants to make a move. They're a little bit stuck in the situation they're in. They've got a Queen of Staves that has them pretty nailed down right now. Yeah, devil. They got a Queen of Swords that have them on lockdown. I don't know what she's done or what she's doing, but she's got full control of this person. I mean, this is just one oppressive energy after another. Like, what is this person stuck in? Eight of Swords. Right here at the bottom, and it's just burdens. Watching from the background. I get this, I think they're just stuck, chained. But they got a wish. Have you ever wished on a star? Carry moonbeams home in a jar. They wish for a tower and a new beginning. They wish for a tower and a new beginning. Well, there's one tarot deck that I think I always wanted. I need to find which one it was. It's like one of those witches of something. I think the Green Witch or something tarot deck. I'm not sure. But the tower card in that deck is like a witch, and she's like walking away from the tower burning, right? It's like sometimes you need to destroy your own tower. Cause a little chaos. That's advice from an Aries right there. Aries always goes with chaos, right? You're like, screw it, what? You want to start sharing some secrets? Let's go ahead. You want to act funny? Let's act hilarious. See what happens. We're good at the domino effect. That's what we come to do, right? Aries growing up is all about what? We cause a lot of domino effects. And then when you're older, you're like, what? I know how domino effects work now. Blessed be all those who walk these weird and winding paths with me. Don't forget, the Earth Mother is talking to you. They said, follow your instincts. Show yourself the same love and compassion you show other people. Focus on grounding your energy and listening to yourself, right? There are new beginnings right around the corner for you, right? This is a time to work on you and work on your own projects and things like that. And yeah, things that it's a time for you to figure out how to be happy by yourself. Like when you're all alone, what's going to make you happy? It's very important. Everybody needs to know this. I mean, I don't care if it's reading, I don't care if it's painting, I don't care what it is, but there should be something that you should be able to bring joy to yourself doing all by yourself. That you're not codependent on another person to fulfill that need for happiness. I love you guys. I'll be back as soon as I can, I promise.